Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm going to be fixing another one of my easy dishes. It's called sausage jambalaya. Now, you know you got jambalaya with the chicken and the shrimps and all that. And sometimes I fix it like that, but this here's an easy one. That's the reason I'm sharing this recipe with you. You know, fall is coming. Fall is right up on us, and this here's a good fall dish. I'm gonna be putting up some of my fall recipes for you. If you see me looking off and not looking what you would consider into the camera, the lights and stuff hurt my eyes, so I'll be kind of looking out. But I'm not gonna take up any of your time. I'm just gonna tell you first all what you're gonna need, all the ingredients you're gonna need to make this sausage jambalaya. And I'm gonna say New Orleans style. It's delicious too. But and then once I tell you the ingredients, I'm gonna go off the camera for a few minutes, and I'm gonna take my stuff over to the stove, and then I'm gonna show you how to mix it. So let me tell you what the ingredients is. My husband, who is the cameraman, told me to make sure I hold the ingredients in as I call them out, hold them up to the camera, not just be picking them up, pointing at you. Y'all excuse my tongue tied. So, okay, what we're going to need right here is 2 pounds of smoked sausage. It's the hot and spicy kind. And I got it cut into bite-sized pieces. Okay, over here you need 2 cups of cooked chopped ham. Now what I got right here, I just got one of those, one of those big ham steaks, and I just cut it up into bite-sized pieces. But whatever kind of ham you want to use and whatever kind of sausage you want to use. But I put the spices, I get the spicy sausage so I don't have to add too much extra spices. And right here I got 1 large onion diced up. If you like more onions, you can. But this is 1 large onion diced. Wait a minute. This is 1 large onion and a bell pepper. I know you're probably thinking that's a whole lot of onions, but this is a bell pepper and an onion mixed together. 1 large of each one of them. Okay, this is 4 stalks of celery diced. And this right here is 4, what you would call it, just 4 of those green onions. 4 green onions, or sticks or whatever. And right here I have 3 cloves of garlic diced. And this is a 1/4 cup of chopped parsley. And this right here is this is some of the seasoning that I'm going to use in here. It's a 1/2 teaspoon of Cajun seasoning, a 1/2 teaspoon of sea salt, and a 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper. This is just what I'm starting out. I can't stress to you guys enough, when you fixing the food for your family, you fix that, you use your seasoning according to your taste. I'm just giving you a baseline amount to put in. But if you don't like too spicy, you don't put spicy stuff in there. And you always, I think everybody ought to be careful with the salt. Okay? And I got some Tabascan salt here. And you put that to taste. And I got a large can of tomatoes. It's probably I think it's about 24 ounces. And I got some chicken stock, or you can use chicken broth, but I got chicken stock, and I'm going to use 3 cups of this, and maybe more. All of this, you know, it's some of the measurements I'm coming up with to tell you how to start the dish, but you can maybe, you may have to use more. And this right here is 2 cups of long grain rice that I've rinsed off. I've rinsed it. If you don't rinse your rice, you don't have to. You want that starch in it, but I usually rinse that starch and stuff off of it. I think that's everything. And if I don't forgot something, when I get back and start cooking the dish and putting it together, and if something else pop up in my memory, I'll tell you. But right now, I'm going off and get set up over at the stove. See you in a little bit. Okay, everybody. I already got my sausage in my Dutch oven, and I'm browning this sausage up. And as soon as I get this sausage brown, I'm gonna take it out, set it in this bowl, just set it aside till I get the rest of these ingredients started. All you have to do is just brown it pretty good, because you're gonna mix at the end everything will be mixed together and have to simmer for maybe about 30-40 minutes, and that'll finish up any cooking that needs to be did on it. Can you see in the pot how I'm browning the sausage? And I'm cooking this. I always cook mine in a Dutch oven. They just help the flavor marinate. Just marry together and just get well seasoned when you let it simmer. When I fix regular jambalaya, not regular, when I have the chicken and the shrimps in it, I let it have to simmer for a pretty good while. Okay, I'm gonna let that go for just about another minute, and then like I said, I'm gonna take this sausage out, put it in this bowl, and set it aside. And then I'm going to be adding this onion and bell pepper and the celery. I'm going to add that and saute that around. That's what makes it kind of quick. You kind of get those vegetables and all the stuff really be done or close to done. And when you mix it all up together and then just let it simmer, it don't take a long time. Like if you were trying to fix it the regular way. Okay, I'm going to start taking this sausage up out of this saucepan. When I take it out, the oil that came from the sausage, that's what I'm going to saute the rest of those vegetables in. Putting all that flavor up in there. Telephone always ringing when I'm doing a video. Hold on just a second.
Call from Mary 6. Call from Mary 6.
Almost failed. Trying not to let that name get to. Okay, going in with this is my onion and bell pepper.
Call from Mary.
Hold on just a second.
Call from Mary.
I can tell her I'm busy. Not get that. I left a piece of my sausage in there. Okay, I'm putting the celery in also. Set this out of the way. I don't want to knock over this camera. I'll be in trouble. Get this sauteing pretty good, and before I add the next 2 or 3 ingredients in here. Let me get them over here. I have to add my stock. My garlic. Can of tomatoes. Sometimes with those tomatoes, I will cut them down. I mean, chop them up if they have some big pieces in it. It makes them cook better. I'm trying to think of a little story that I can tell y'all while I'm cooking this. Wait for this stuff to cook. My husband is learning how to edit these videos, because my daughter usually do them for me, but she lives in a different state, and he's telling me things to do to try to make it better when he do his editing. So I'm having to listen to him right now until I learn all this stuff myself. Yeah, I'm gonna just leave this here. Y'all watching this for a minute. I got something that's in my eye, and I'm gonna step out for a minute to try to get it out. Okay, I'm back. It's about to get there. You really don't need to do this too high. Whatever that was bothering me in my eyes, I'm not really sure that I got it out, but I'm see. Let me see.
Paper towel.
Thank you. I'm going to turn the stove up just a little bit. Then I'm going to put just that sausage. Didn't have that much grease. I'm going to put just maybe about a teaspoon of olive oil over there. So if your sausage don't render up enough oil, just put just a little bit of olive oil in there to help finish sauteing these onions and peppers and things. You know, like I said in my other video, cooking is common sense. Whew, you got a little closer. I don't know what that. You trying to get over here in the pot? That scared me. I almost turned around in that light. I'm trying to keep my eyes closed so that bright light won't be in my face. You okay? You okay? Now that I know you're up there. I usually let these saute maybe about just about 3 or 4 minutes to bring up the flavor and stuff in it before I add the rest of the ingredients in it. You know, that celery and that bell pepper take a little longer than the onions. Let me give you a little history on this dish. Why I started making it. When I'm out traveling and I go to a restaurant and I have a dish, if it's good, you know, I always come home and try to mimic it, reproduce it, or whatever you want to call it. And sometimes I ask the waitresses and stuff when they're talking if they know a lot of them really do. They know what's in the dishes. And I had this, I was up in, I think it was in Mobile years and years ago. I was at a convention and I don't want to do any seafood. And she told me that they offered a jambalaya without with just sausage or either just sausage and chicken. I said, well, let me have a sausage. And she kind of told me some of the stuff was in it. And I could not taste it and remember and the reason I did that the night before, everybody was eating, all the ladies that was with me, we was eating gumbo. But I mean, they was carrying on something terrible. Ooh, oh, so spicy, so spicy. I was thinking we're going to have to get the paramedics or someone before we left. And I tasted, I was like, this stuff ain't a bit more spicy as a cackle-fly. It gave you that illusion with all that, different spices and stuff they had in it. It gave you the illusion that it was spicy. But it really wasn't. They were really thinking that. I mean, some of them eyes still started running. Maybe it's spicy to them. But it was not spicy to me. And because I really kind of knew what flavor, or what them seasoning was that making them think that it was so spicy. Okay, this is moving on pretty good. So I'm going to start adding the rest of the other ingredients in it. I'm going to go ahead on and put my garlic in there. And you know, I don't want that to get too much browning or nothing like that. Just want it to just put it in there just a few seconds to wake up the flavor in that. And then I'm going to pour the liquids and stuff in. Did I get all my garlic out of it? You got to help me, Took. You know I can't see without that light on. I'm glad to have that light because all the rest of my videos I was doing and I didn't know the camera light just was not enough in the lights and stuff that was in my house. So God blessed me where I got another light, and I'm not gonna complain because I was like, let me stop doing these videos. But I feel that somebody need me out there to be doing these videos because it's a lot of young ladies coming on probably gonna need some help with the I'm not gonna put that yet. Ooh. All right, this smells really good, you guys. I wish you could smell it, but I don't want to go too far with my garlic in there, so I'm gonna go ahead on and put the rest of my ingredients and stuff in there. I'll go ahead on and add the tomatoes. That out the way. Woo! Them tomatoes with that aroma. I ain't mad at you. Now you know you can freeze this. Put it in your serving size, ever how you want to do it. Put it in some plastic bags and put it in your freezer. Okay, I'm going in. This is supposed to be 2 cups of ham, but I put more. We like a little bit more ham. Set that out of the way. Okay, oh big head light, you better look out. I'll be over there on the floor somewhere. I wish you guys could smell this. Now you cut your ham in bite-sized pieces. But I always cut mine just a little bit larger than a bite size because it kind of shrinks up a little bit. And I don't want it to just start falling apart during that simmering process. Okay. Now it's time for your chicken stock. Shake it up. Chicken stock, chicken broth. To me, the stock got a little bit more flavor. Now, if you accidentally pour too much in there, guess what? Oh well. Because I'm Now, I'll tell you something else I normally do. I may put a cup of water in this too. Now, I'm more likely I'm going to use some more of that stock after I put my rice in there if I see it's loosening up some. I mean, if it's get too thick. Can you see what it looked like down in the, can you get it over here, camera now? I appreciate it. See what it's looking like? I'm gonna let it come up to like a low grade boil. And then I'm gonna turn the heat down on it. And I was trying to do all my prep stuff so this it wouldn't be a long video. and have everything did. But I don't want to take it too fast where you may not understand what I'm doing how I did. I don't want to cut the steps too much. But I ain't gonna let it, I'm just gonna let it come. I'm gonna let it come up to just a very low grade boil, because it's got to cook some more. Got a lot of more cooking to do. But what it's basically done right now is getting all these vegetables and stuff pretty well done before we put the sausage and the rice in it. Because once we put the sausage and put the rice, because the rice is put in there, it's uncooked. So really, after we put that in there, we let it cook maybe about 30 or 40 minutes to get that rice done, and then the sausage jambalaya is ready. So it's about to get there. Cut it up. Let me get the top to go to this. Could you put the camera back up there down in the pot so I can show this little low grade boil that I'm talking about? For just a second, please. If you can see this is the low grade boil that I'm talking about. You don't really need to go no further than that. And turn your stove down to like a medium low. Now I use like, this here's like a heavy, you got it on there? This is like a heavy cast iron Dutch oven. So, you know, it holds the heat. You know, anytime you're using cast iron, it heats all the way. It ain't no joke. So, it's gonna hold the heat and everything, and then it's not gonna take long to do whatever it's got to do. And I'm gonna put the lid on it, and I done turned my burner down to like a medium low, and I got to let that simmer for 30 minutes, and I'll be back to add the final ingredients and then the rest of the cooking time. Be right back. Okay, you guys, we're back. We got less than a couple of minutes left on our timer, and I'm gonna go ahead on and just get the rest of the ingredients started in here. Okay. I told you I had my stove cut on, turned on a 3, and my stove cooks a little bit faster, but I was keeping an eye on it to make sure too much of the liquid wasn't cooking out of it, and it was darn good. But this is what it's supposed to look like after it done simmered for 30 minutes. The vegetables is all getting all nice and soft, smelling all good. So I'm gonna go ahead on and get the rest of the ingredients added in here. This right here is your 2 cups of rice. Let's get all that rice out of it. They always told us it's a sin to waste, and my mama had 9 children, so she made sure she didn't do no wasting up in that crib. Okay, stir this rice, get it kind of stirred up around in there. I like to incorporate stuff as I go. I don't just, sometimes I do pile it up and then try to blend it in. To me, that's easier. Okay, I got the rice. And I'm going to go ahead on and add my seasoning. Right here, that's that, now let me put this some green onions in here and get this in stirred up with that since it's got to cook. This is your green onions. I wish you guys could smell this, how good it smells. Right. And stuff like that don't take long to cook, green onions. And basically what we'll be doing is cooking that rice. That timer just went off. That was at 30 minutes. But I want to have everything in here and ready to go after that 30 minutes. Because my cameraman is got to go. Okay, this is that salt and pepper and that half a teaspoon of Cajun. Is it unstuck? Just went all off in there like it wanted to. It's alright. Get my little spoon and stir it up and blend it all around. Be all over. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead on before I put my sausage in here. I'm gonna put that Tabasco salt. Now you got to do all this here to taste, cause you know Tabasco salt it's gonna be kind of spicy. Is it coming out? Is it coming out? Okay, that's 1, 2, 3. That's about enough. I usually just give it a good shaking, about 10 or 15 drops. Get that stirring in. If I think I need a little more to it once it done cook, I'll add it up in there. Like I say, the sausage spice and all that kind of stuff, so be careful. You don't want to get it over spicy. Okay, let's turn my stove up just a little. Okay, this is the sausage. I'll put that sausage back in there. Sit this out the way. Sit over there, I don't want to break my bowls. See, a lot of this liquid is gonna absorb into it, you know, that rice and stuff is gonna absorb a lot of the liquids up, and it's gonna be kind of dry. Okay, the last thing we're gonna put in here is our fresh parsley. If you don't have fresh parsley, by all means put dry, or you don't have to put any at all if you don't want to. But it make it look pretty. Let me use my pad. This cast iron stuff ain't no joke. It can be hot. Now you can stop that cooking and you can up the cooking or uh, reduce it if you have to. Really, what all you're trying to do is get that rice like you like it. You definitely don't want to get it mushy and gummy and sticky. So if you need some more liquid, that's where the rest of your little chicken broth gonna come in. If you when I come back, when I check this here, maybe halfway through the cooking time, and if too much of that liquid done absorb and that rice is not fully done cooked, I'm gonna put me some more put me a little bit more liquid in it and let it roll. Except for that, I'm gonna put my top back on it, and I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna try to do it like a medium low, but it probably gonna have to be on a simmer with this cast iron. And anything else I have to do? Oh, I almost forgot to tell you. When I had the vegetables cooking, when I went off for that first 30 minutes for that to simmer, I put a teaspoon of salt, not salt, a teaspoon of sugar in those tomatoes and all that. That's just something I always do when it comes to tomatoes and stuff like that, because of the acidity level in the tomatoes, and that was quite a few tomatoes. You don't want it to be tart. You want it to just have be able for all the rest of the stuff to marry up in there together, and that those tomatoes won't overtake it. Okay, we're gonna let this cook for about 35 to 40 minutes, and I'll tell you how long it cook when we come back. And that's it for the we're just waiting on the cooking time for the sausage jambalaya. I promise y'all, I'm gonna get this in talking and all of this and stuff together. I'm gonna get more comfortable with it. I'm gonna think of everything I'm gonna say. I'm gonna let it come out it be in my head, but it don't come out my mouth. But just bear with me. I plan on getting it together. Be right back, you guys. Okay, everybody, the sausage jambalaya is finished, and a couple of things I want to tell you. The time on that, you probably don't need to cook it no more than 20 minutes, according to what kind of pot and stuff you use. This cast iron, like I said, the whole thing get hot, so it cooks a little faster. But at 15 minutes, I came in and checked it, and it was beginning to dry out like it's supposed to. So what I did, I added an extra cup, probably about a cup and a half of that chicken broth, and I got it back in and loosened it up some, because the rice wasn't quite finished, but it was right at done. And so I kept an eye on it and let it cook maybe about 3 to 4 minutes after that, and I cut the stove off. I cut the stove off and let the the resilient heat finish cooking it. So I want you to get a good look at what it looked like, and then I'm gonna take and I'm gonna dish up a bowl for my thumbnail, and I'm gonna let you see that part. But I appreciate you come watching this. Watching this video, and give me a thumbs up, a comment, and hit that notification bell to be notified. Why don't you? So that's the end of this here sausage. It's the end of this here sausage jambalaya, and I'm gonna show it to you. This is the finished product. Whew, this is some heavy stuff. Hold on, let me stir it a minute. I want you to see what the consistency and stuff in it, because you can easily, you got to be careful with rice. It'll stick. But if you keep an eye on it, you won't have any problems. Now I'm gonna take up a bowl of it, and where you can see it better. My husband gonna do a thumbnail on it. See, can I get a, see that rice is fully cooked. Why do my spoon feel like it's bent? If you wanted a little looser than this, you can. But this is about the way we eat it. Sometimes I have it a little looser. Get you some sausage and all that ham. All that goodness up in it. You got a complete meal in a bowl. Sometimes we have a garlic bread, cheese bread, or either crackers or something with it. And this is your sausage jambalaya. Appreciate you watching my video. See you at the next one, and bye.